Hey everyone, it is Sue Hiles here and welcome to my channel. A couple months ago, I applied to be on the Rita Barakat design team and I was selected, so I'm super excited. So thank you so much, Rita. I appreciate it very, very much. The first thing that I'd like to do is share some of Rita's products with you. This stamp you have seen me use over the past few weeks. I actually love this stamp. Her hair is musical notes. I love it, love it, love it, like really. And here we have one of Rita's art foamy stamps. It's a little bird and they're super cute. That's Rita right there. And just amazing. The art foamy stamps, they're nice and chunky. And this is one of her stencils, a 6x6 stencil. And you can definitely pick up these items in her Etsy shop. The link is below. And from time to time, Rita will partner with another company. And for the month of September, it is Rinea, and they make the most amazing foil products that I'm going to use with these die cuts from Rita and her embossing powders as well. On the Rinea website, you'll be able to see all the different color foils that they have to offer. And there's a lot of different colors. And they come in a couple different sizes, as well as this ghost ink, which I'm going to show you how to use in just a few minutes. So get ready, here we go. So let me show you what I made, and we're going to go ahead and make something very similar. This is a postcard, and I did use a foil and I embossed it. So you can see the beautiful embossing on that background. I did put one of Rita's mermaid die cuts on this particular postcard, and I used the mermaid fin embossing powder on the top, and I did put some of the distress paint on the bottom, and I thought it was super cute. I love the way that it came out, and I think anyone would just love to receive something like this in the mail. So I'm going to next show you how I did that, right? So how did I do it? The first thing I want to do, though, is before that, is show you the two different types of foil that they have. They have this foil, which is very shiny, no design, and then this one has like little stars in it, ever so small, and just really a nice little special touch. But I went ahead and I took the flat foil and I cut it down to size because I had the 6x12 size, and I cut it to fit into the embossing folder, and I ran it through the embossing machine, and look at how gorgeous this foil is. But it gets even better. Now we're going to go ahead and use the ghost ink, also made by Rinea. And it's just like an ink pad, except it's not ink. This is not ink. It's some sort of I don't know what it is, but you get it onto the raised part of the foil. And you can tap it on or even just rub it maybe just a little bit on there. Then you take the rubbing alcohol with a paper towel. And it's actually a reaction. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it takes the color of the foil right off of the raised parts. Watch. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? So what you end up with is this beautiful piece of two-tone foil. Now we're going to work on the background. So I have this Liquitex ink in magenta, and I put it on I use this little acrylic block to mix stuff on and whatever. So I put a little bit of that ink on the block, and just with my finger I rubbed it onto the top portion of the foil. And I'm like, oh, I love that it actually even changed the tone of the actual foil. It made it look like have a little bit of a pink hue to it. So I'm like, I want more of that. I want more. So I took the paper towel and actually put it right into the ink, put it on there, and look at this. You can still see the bronze. You can still see the silver, but it has this pink tone to it. Now it's time to use the embossing powder. So I have my Versamark. I am tapping it on the bottom where I did not put the ink. You could have done it where the ink is. I mean, just think of all of the different ways that you can do this. It's amazing. It's mind-blowing to me. But I went ahead and started with the mermaid fin. And now I'm adding the Kiss of the Fairy, which is the pink. So I want it two-tone. I want the bottom embossing on this card to be two-tone. And it's a little hard to see, but you can see it melting and how it just turns into this absolutely gorgeous embossing powder. So I tried to capture that for you, and I hope that I did. Now that that is done, I'm just going to lift it up to give you a good look at the card. I move the card from side to side so you can see just how shiny and everything just looks so nice together. And now I go ahead and I put this die cut on top. I'm using my Tombow adhesive. It's a liquid adhesive to get the die cut down onto the foil. I made sure that I got it all over the back of it, and a good amount, since the actual foil that it's going on is embossed, you know, with the embossing folder. So therefore it has that texture on it. I want to make sure it's going to stick. So I just take my paper towel and I'm pressing down on it. And I do that with the paper towel just so that I don't get the glue on my fingers. And she went down perfectly, and I think the colors of the foil and of the embossing powder along with Rita's die is just beautiful. So now I'm going to get that foil piece onto the postcard. So again, I'm using the liquid adhesive, just making sure, like with the tip of it, I'm just kind of getting the adhesive around fairly well on the back of the postcard. And we'll go ahead and we will put that down. And I'm going to press it again with my paper towel. And this is where we are at so far. And there is the postcard on the back. And I am not quite done yet. So I love flowers, right? Who doesn't? And I have these flowers. They're from Michael's. They came in a huge bag, and I got them. They were like $10, and I got them for like $6 with a coupon, and it had just the perfect colors. So I decided where I wanted the flowers, and I'm just going to glue them down. And it really added such a nice touch to both of these postcards. Now to mail it, I don't know. At this point, now that I've added the flowers, I would probably put these in envelopes. I would not want these to go through, you know, the regular mail, because the flowers would come off. But I am adding in the middle over here a little green pearl in the middle of that one, and then a pink little you know, shiny bling in the other one. And I am all done, and I'm just going to lift them up and show you how awesome these look. So be sure to check out Rita's Etsy shop as well as the Rinea website. Links are below, and here's the final photos. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. And please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you, everybody.